So, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Apparently it's going to be a buddy cop movie. Adam Wingard has come out and sort of discussed the dynamic between Godzilla and Kong and their sort of, respective locales that they look after, I guess. Are you guys looking forward to this movie or not? Let me know down below in the comments. I think a lot of people after seeing, and correct me if you're not one of them, this isn't bashing, but I think a lot of people after seeing Godzilla -1 aren't massively looking forward to this now because of its silly nature. And I can respect that sort of outlook. I also respect Legendary's decision to go after children. With this is much more child focused. They're going to sell a lot of toys, one would imagine. And these things do keep franchises alive, so it does kind of make sense. But, it's not good that, for Legendary anyway, that Godzilla -1 came out in the same year. Well, technically the last year, but crossed over into this year. So fresh in people's minds. I think this will be of detriment to Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Knowing from the leaks, by the way, having a source that had seen this film, it is very, very silly. Like it's Godzilla versus Kong cranked up to 10. So it's very, very silly. But some people will like it. I liked the trailer, but then I watched Godzilla -1, and then from my own perspective, I went back and looked at some of this stuff, and I was like, you know what? I don't know. I changed my opinion ever so slightly. But like I said, leave your thoughts down below. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Let's take a look at this new interview with Empire Online. There is a really cool still that was shared as well as part of this. There you go. Just sort of standing there. Cool, I guess. Kong's got his Infinity Gauntlet on. I know it's not an Infinity Gauntlet. I also know the reasons why he's wearing that, so it's interesting. The whole thing's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how this comes around. That image itself, said to be a still from the film, and you know what, it probably is. It doesn't look like a still. That does actually look, rendering-wise, and sort of, I mean, it looks like it could be a piece of art. I know it sounds a bit full-on, but it genuinely could be. It's, not that it's staggeringly good, but just how it looks. It doesn't look like a piece of CG, does it, from a still? This doesn't from the actual article, anyway. So, look, here you go. Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire. Buddy cop dynamic is inspired by Lethal Weapon. Exclusive image. Cool. Alright then. When Godzilla and King Kong last graced the screen together, it was in a battle royale going toe-to-toe. One hairy, one scaly. In Adam Wingard's Godzilla vs. Kong, now they're begrudgingly teaming up, apparently. So that's where the buddy cop comes from. The kaiju duo are united in Wingard's upcoming sequel, Godzilla x Kong, The New Empire, a film whose streetwear collab aping title confirms that, yes, they're working together this time, but as the filmmaker tells Empire, Skull Island's finest, Kong and Godzilla, aren't exactly best friends. So there is an interesting dynamic there, it seems. They say there's a bit of a truce. Godzilla's in control of the surface world, and Kong is down in the Hollow Earth. Alright. That's where the sequel finds one another. It sets them up that Kong is down below, just hanging out, just milling around, doing his own thing. And Godzilla is apparently going to sleep on the surface, hibernating. So he says, and I quote, "It wasn't okay, give me a call when something goes wrong. Kong and I, Godzilla, will rush to the rescue. But when the threat of a new simian villain, Scar King, looms, an alliance is necessary, bringing together a mismatched duo on an epic scale." So he says this: "The buddy cop dysfunctional relationship dynamic is probably the best one to describe Godzilla and Kong." And he would note Lethal Weapon as one of his favourites in the genre. "My influences are always embedded with the 80s, and the 80s were prime for that storyline. Prepare for all of the crossed wires that you'd expect, just with the two cantankerous creatures who can't actually speak. There's a lot of misunderstanding. The way that the monsters communicate isn't straightforward." Interesting. As well as working together, both Godzilla and Kong are facing their own evolutions this time, with big stakes for Kong. There's a personal journey that Kong's going through, Wingard teases, and a literal pink glow-up for Godzilla. This is his version of a training routine, he says. of the big lizard's transformation. I'm really big into Shaw Brothers martial arts. Those films are always about, here's a big threat, and you have to do all these things to pump yourself up so that you can take on that threat. Get ready for a monster load of bang for your buck. You're going to see lots of different versions of Godzilla in this movie. Alright. Sure, fine. Who knows whether this is going to be good or not. Buddy cop dynamic, though. Do we like that? Do we dislike that? Again, like I said, it is very, very silly. I haven't specifically heard about too many versions of Godzilla, but the individual, my source that had seen it, only stated about the pink glow-up. Maybe there was some, I guess, other versions that they've pulled out. They've changed a lot, actually. So there was going to be an owl lizard type spiritual titan called Phosphera. That's no more that's gone, done, not happening anymore. That's been replaced with a fan favorite titan kaiju that we know. 10 guesses to who that is. Although I do wonder how they're going to explain that, to be fair. That'll be interesting to hear. But never mind, it is what it is. And yeah, they have changed little bits and pieces, which is good because it shows that they're listening. They had some sort of pre-res stuff. But yeah, guesses to how this is going to do. I don't think it's going to do massively well. But then Godzilla vs. Kong did pretty well, to be fair, for a movie released during the pandemic. So this may do really, really well. But I don't know where the buzz is. So, you know, there was significant buzz for Godzilla vs. Kong. I think this one, the buzz is kind of there, simmering in the background. And maybe it's just been overtaken by Godzilla -1. Who knows? But you guys can leave your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this particular article, the quotes here. Whether you are reassured by this, whether you think, oh my god, groan, this isn't my cup of tea. Who knows? You guys do, obviously. It's your opinions, and I want to hear from them down below in the comment section. So please do leave them there. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Turn the bell notifications on. And if you like what I do here, then consider supporting further because we get heavy demonetization here. YouTube just is a bit of a bitch. So check out Patreon, check out memberships. It's all linked down below. And give me a follow over on Twitter at Mr. H Reviews. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts down below. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.